what do you see in their game that really kind of stymied your players tonight?
Uh, play a pretty simplistic game. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary from a systematic standpoint. Play very, very similar that they have all those years with, and I'm sure because Claude Julien's been in Boston for so long. A lot of tendencies that we've seen last year and previous years, but big. I thought our forwards had a hard time getting to the net. I thought puck possession time over 40 minutes, 5-on-5. We certainly had the puck a lot more, and we had some chances, but we just we didn't take Subban's eyes away enough. I thought he made some saves. There's no doubt about it, but I didn't think we were working hard enough to get where it made it a little harder on him, and consequently he made some saves that were lit easy. But overall, going into the third period, we had them at like maybe five chances going into the third period. So we did a really nice job defensively. They're offensively, they were going low to high shots, and we wanted to make sure we held good defensive zone structure because we could get the puck back. And certainly the game changer too as well. Didn't get anything out of those power plays in the first. 3-0 there. If you get a power play goal there, maybe it changes a little bit. But then we finally got one in the second. But certainly those two goals there in the over a course of a minute, that was the game right there.
Power play, you mentioned it. They have a really good PK, and you did get a goal. Did you like the looks your team had tonight?
Well, the first three power plays weren't too crazy about it. Murph made some adjustments for the second, and I thought we had some better looks in terms of a couple things we were looking to do. They were really swarming early. Those first three where they were swarming hard, and we didn't have enough support, so consequently we weren't able to get the looks or the zone time that we've been getting of late. In terms of the goal we scored, it was something we had talked about in the intermission, so that was good. And then, that made it 2-1, so we were at least in the game there. But, that, like I say, those two goals there over that pocket of 1 minute of play, then I thought it was just shinny hockey for the rest of the night. Both teams kind of packed it in, to be honest with you.
Yeah. You mentioned the way they swarm, supporting the puck. Did your team have a lot of trouble with that tonight in terms of?
Yeah, because our offensive guys, and we've got some smaller players, we just, I'm not going to say we were fatigued from the fourth game this week with some travel, or, it was their fourth game as well. But, when you've got a 5'10" or a 5'11" guy going against Breen and Costo and these types of players, sometimes it takes that extra oomph to get to that puck or win that battle. And, as much as we've had the puck possession time, you've got to do something with that puck possession time. And it might have looked great to have the puck, but there was a little bit too much perimeter at times.
Yeah, 4 games this week. Against some of the cream of the crop in the East here. You did come out with some points. Anything you take away from this week going into next week?
Well, I just said to the guys, this was the 11th week of the season for us, and we won the week. We got 5 out of 8 points. It would have been real nice to get 6 out of 8, but 5 out of 8 is a win for us. And like you said, against some formidable opponents. So now we just got to take 2 days off, rest up, and we've got a huge January. We've got Lehigh and Wilkes-Barre a combined 7 out of our 12 games this month. So that's going to determine a lot in terms of where we could be going into February. But we're right there. It's 45, 43, and depending on Wilkes-Barre did. So, I think it's, in terms of 2016 with the amount of injuries we've had, and we've done a nice job of being right there in the thick of things for first place, and we're ahead of last year's pace. Now we just got to make sure that when the clock turns 2017 tomorrow, that we continue playing good hockey and winning our weeks, and we should be in good shape there come April.
Standings-wise, you're in good shape. Do you like where your team's at right now? Like the way the mood of the team is, the way they're playing overall?
Yeah, I mean, when we look at all the stats, our power play and PK are both top 10. Shots against, we're second to Syracuse. Goals for, we're third in the league. Goals against, we are fourth going into tonight. Now that'll probably change with giving up 4. So in terms of the categories that we keep track of, we're in the top 10 in all of them except for shots for, which we don't really care about. We're all about the grade A opportunities. So I think I like where our team's at. The concern is the health of the defense, because we weren't deep to start the season, and now you've got Leach out, Juice out, Bowie out long term, so that's a little bit of a concern here, and hopefully we'll get Juice back and Leach hopefully by next Friday, but they're still questionable, and obviously Bowie's going to be out to probably early April, so that's a huge loss. So we'll just keep going at it here and hopefully get some health there going.
Great.
Okay, thank you.